started started watching The Walking Dead, and then I was able to follow along, but it just turns out that it's a dope show. So Walking Dead for me, Game of Thrones, I can't wait for Game of Thrones.
Yes,
back.
yes.
Yes. Love Game of Thrones. What else? So you said past.
Past or present, yeah.
I am such a fan of The Wire.
The Wire? Listen, you're in Baltimore. That has to be in there.
But I didn't live here. Like, I have family from Baltimore, but I didn't grow up here. I grew up in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So
The Wire made you move there.
No. It's funny because people think, like, oh, my gosh, Autumn, you moved to Baltimore? And I'm like, slow down. My life is not an episode of The Wire. It's a great city. It's like any other city. It's got its good parts, bad parts, and in-between parts. Yeah, but I love The Wire. How did I end up watching The Wire? Because for years, I didn't bother to watch it. I think I started watching it in 2010 or 2011 when I didn't have cable and I was living in an apartment in Brooklyn. And I just got hooked. And so, yeah, I think I've watched The Wire at least, like the entire series, at least 2 or 3 times. So what, we got Walking Dead, we got The Wire, we got Game of Thrones. What else?
Yeah, cheating on The Walking Dead is awesome. Good show.
Yeah, This Is Us. That's like the new hot show.
I heard about it. This Is Us. What's that on?
It's on NBC, and I typically don't watch
network shows
like
that.
On network
right, me
and
too.
I can't remember the last time I paid attention to anything on NBC, but everybody kept talking about it.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know. And people were talking about they're so emotional and they're crying when they're watching the show. I'm like, I'm not trying to watch that.
This Is Us.
But I saw around playoff time, some of the cast members were holding up signs that said,
that's
"Here we
that.
go."
That's that show. The
and
one
all
that's
the
real deep.
Steelers stuff.
Okay.
And I was like,
Okay.
why are they holding up all the, like, what is going on? And then I watched the show and I'm like, oh, so it's based on a family from Pittsburgh. And then as I'm watching, I see that the 3 of the main characters are siblings.
Wow.
And they're all my age, and they grew up in a suburb outside of Pittsburgh. And the more I'm watching it, I'm like, whoa,
you
this
relate
is
to
my
it.
life. Like, this is, I can
Right.
totally relate to this. So, yeah, This Is Us is another show.
Okay. Is that 3, 4? I think we got one more.
That's 4. And then, I don't know, there's so many shows that I've loved. Well, let me pick something current. Insecure. With Issa Rae on HBO.
Yeah, I heard it's great. I didn't get to the end, so every time I think my man Fresco gave a spoiler or something about a week or two. Like, man, do you think Issa gonna do that? I was like, man, let me turn this off. I had to turn it off right quick because I didn't watch the last episode. I still gotta watch a couple episodes of season 1, I guess.
Yeah,
so
that's a dope new show. But those are the shows I can just think of off the top of my head. But I'm really into TV. I'm sure I could just talk about TV forever. But yeah, so everybody's chiming in about The Wire. Wire's in people's top 5. Yeah, The Wire, it's funny. So I did watch a couple of episodes of The Wire when it was actually on HBO, but only because my brother, who's one of the co-hosts, Sean, was in some episodes because he's from Baltimore. So I was like, I would just have it playing. And then I would wait and be like, oh, my gosh, there goes my brother. And then I'd be like, are you in any other scenes? He'd say no. And I'm like, okay, that's it. So I only watched The Wire for him initially. And now, afterwards, I'm still hooked. Like, I could probably start it up right now and be fine and catch some things I didn't catch the first time around.
Yeah, it was one of those seasons that when they based it on the harbor mostly. My man kind of broke it down a little bit because that was one of the ones I was like, I don't like that so much because
season 2 on the docks.
Yeah, they were getting into the docks, and but it really kind of made you think about how the stuff worked behind the scenes, how the drugs come through and all that stuff. But
yeah, it was like a necessary season when you look at all 5 seasons.
Right.
But if you're just sitting and watching, it was kind of slow.
Yeah,
there wasn't a whole lot happening.
Yeah, season 2 didn't have the street stuff going as much.
Yeah, but it's interesting. It's so interesting now that I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, exactly. It's interesting looking at the whole picture of it. It's definitely.
Yeah, and then so now that I live in Baltimore, and Like, I used to think, oh, wow, this show, like, everyone says that the show is very realistic. I didn't realize how realistic it was. There are certain things where I was just like, oh, the show is, so progressive and having a diverse cast. And now living here, I'm like, they really, really wanted, like, Baltimore is one of the characters on the show. Like, it's a unique city, and it's, I think, at least from an outsider's perspective, that it was captured pretty accurately. So yeah, I think The Wire is probably one of my top 5 favorite shows.
Right.
Possibly one of the best shows.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's got to. And then Sopranos is another one.
Yeah. But I fell off with The Sopranos.
Really?
I don't know what happened. Oh, I think it was because, was it like during the time of the writer's strike? And then they were always on hiatus. Like, it would take forever for another season to start. Because I remember being hooked on it. And then I think it was also during the time that I was in law school. So I just fell off with TV. There were a handful of shows that I would watch regularly, but I just didn't have the time because all I was doing was reading and going to work. So, yeah, I lost it with The Sopranos. I didn't really keep up with it. But when I was watching, I liked it.
Wow. Yeah, man. Let me see. So, Game of Thrones, definitely. I cannot wait for that to get back. That was just awesome TV. I mean, nothing's like that. Yeah. Power.
I do like Power. I do. Power's another good one.
Yeah, Power. Breaking Bad was awesome.
Yeah, see, it's so funny. I'm afraid to say this. Like, I couldn't get into Breaking Bad. and I know people are like, what? And it's not that I don't know what it was. Maybe because it was just so unrealistic to me.
But how far did you get?
I think I got into like maybe season 3 or
Okay.
4, but I never wrapped it up. And I think my issue with it was like, I liked everyone's individual performances. Like the cast, like everyone's talented. Bryan Cranston is amazing. Right. But I was just like, a white chemistry teacher has cancer and then decides to sell drugs and then gets caught up in selling drugs, and now that's what he does. And people are afraid of him. Like, it was so, like, not realistic to me. It was hard for me to watch it and really take it seriously. So yeah, I can't say that it was a bad show, but I'm not one of those people that could really get into Breaking Bad. But I did enjoy the performances. I could watch the show and say, okay, well, dope cast, but what is this? This writing, I don't get it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. So I'm looking in the chat. So someone's mentioning Sons of Anarchy. That's another one I didn't get to watch, but I've heard good things about it.
That's the same with me. I can't mention them because I haven't watched it, but everybody keeps saying I have to watch Sons of Anarchy.
It's like a good problem to have. There's so much good TV. Like, where do you begin? I have shows that it's like, okay, I need to get around to watching it. Like, recently I've been watching Greenleaf. Yeah. That is, that's an OWN show?
Yeah, that's OWN,
yeah. So I was watching the first season on Netflix. I was watching Underground. What else? I'm into cartoons. Like, I love Steven Universe.
All right, so check it.
Huge fan of Steven Universe.
Check it. My man, Doug, he's probably listening right now, but Doug Stewart has actually put a field of 64 together of cartoons, the cartoon tournament. So as the NCAA tournament went on, he actually put all these cartoons in different brackets, and then people went and voted on, the different cartoons. So they would have, I don't know, like Scooby-Doo versus Bugs Bunny, or, or Power Rangers versus He-Man, So we had to vote. Mm-hmm. and now he's down to like the Final Four. But I can't remember what the Final Four were.
Yeah. I wish I had seen that from the beginning. I have to check that out.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Did you just say Empire? This shit, Chief? No, I don't know about that, man. And the crazy thing, I watch Empire. I'm actually current on Empire. I never dropped off, but it's just, I don't. I
dropped off.
Yeah, I watch the breaks now. The breaks on VH1 is a more realistic show to me, as far as record.
Seen that.
Yeah, the breaks is awesome. That's a better show about the record industry, and you know what I'm saying, it's not so over the top like Empire. Empire is insane, man, with that stuff, man. I like watching it, but it's dumb. I'm just gonna flat out dumb. I'm watching dumb. I'm ashamed to say I'm watching dumb TV.
Yeah, that's what's hard for me, is that it's so dramatic and it's so over the top, and I feel like every episode they want to do something to shock you.
Right.
And the character development isn't very natural.
It's not, because now they brought Nia Long in this last episode. Nia Long is entering. It ended with her about to insert herself in now. I don't know what her character is. I can't remember. But it's just like they just force you because you want to see Nia Long. Well, Nia Long is coming.
That's true. I mean, if Nia Long is in something, even if it's not that great, people are going to tune in because, you know, they're fans of her, and, you know, the introduction of Nia Long could potentially make a show better. But yeah, no, I fell off with Empire. Let's see, what else is out there? I'm trying to think of some HBO stuff, because I'm such an HBO fan. Oh gosh, that is it. Vice Principals.
I heard that was funny. I haven't watched it.
That show is so funny. Please watch Vice Principals. Did you watch Eastbound and Down?
No.
Okay, so for people who are fans of Eastbound and Down, if you didn't watch Vice Principals, it's pretty much the main character from Eastbound and Down, Kenny Powers. It's like if Kenny Powers were to get a job as a high school vice principal.
Oh, wow.
It's dope. It's really funny. It's funny. So I would check that out if you have time.
Yeah, I see Sanaa Lathan has a show that's just coming on. Shots Fired, I think, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard about that.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's pretty good.
I'm trying to think of what else. There's so much. It's overwhelming.
Is it Queen Sugar?
I was just thinking that. I'm like, get out of my head. Yeah, I haven't seen all of Queen Sugar. What I have seen is incredible. Everyone seems to love it.
That is good TV right there.
I haven't been able to watch the entire first season.
Yeah, that's good TV. I mean, that's good TV, and it's probably along the vein of Greenleaf or something like that. I mean, you know, it's believable. It's you know what I'm saying, it's real. You know, it's got its drama. You know what I mean? It's like that.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah. Queen said the Quan is good too. I have no idea what that is.
The Quan. I'm not familiar.
That sounds like
with that.
a dance.
See, it's like every time someone else tells me another show, I'm like, no, I'm already overwhelmed.
Oh yeah. Denise said Ballers and Survivor's Remorse.
Yep.
I love Ballers. I haven't watched Survivor's Remorse like that, but I do love Ballers.
I didn't watch the last season of Survivor's Remorse, but Ballers, yes, I love Ballers.
And I was a fan of the game. It fell off badly at certain points, but I tried to give it a chance, man. I give the game like Empire. I just watch it. You know it's bad TV, but you still watch it. That's what the game was like for me.
I did too. I hung in there with it, but then when Tia Mowry Hardix wasn't on the show anymore, I was like, well, I started watching it for her because I'm such a fan of Tia and Tamara. So once Tia wasn't on the show, I'm like, what's the point? She's the reason I started watching anyway.
Right. Yeah, that was crazy. You know, I wanted that show to succeed and do its thing. So that's what it was. I wanted it to succeed, but it didn't. It's crazy. So Ballers, like I said, it actually did what the game couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It was more realistic when it comes to the football.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then the performances, I mean, I think everyone was shocked when it came